Well, ladies and gents, that was stressful. I'm not joking. That was bloody stressful. Massive apologies not showing the final end of qualifying. But as you can see, GP1 Leclerc does have pole. And Jensen and Beast Tass. Dobby will be fruitful. Lost Soul, Sanchez, Lazard, Melima, Samad, Comrade. Codes knows it. Nazareth again, boys. That was stressful. Basically, I had a massive internet error. Then I couldn't even do could broadcast the gameplay, so I had to restart YouTube. No, restart my PlayStation. Then I had to re-sign into the Spoonforce Racing account. Then after that, then I could broadcast the gameplay. It was so stressful. But anyways, we are back. Me and Mansell here. We're about to do this 35 lap race here in Canada, and we're just in time to say my famous saying here in GP1 as the drives all line up. And then the lights will show all this lovely red glory. And when they go out, we'll say, boogity, 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 let's go racing in Baku, Canada.
Beast gets a good start. Beast gets a good start. And
Beast gets a very good start. Leclerc side by side with Beast Tass. Dobby's fighting in places with Fruitful. Fruitful gets ahead. Beast Tass has not given Leclerc any leeway whatsoever, and they go fly through the chicane as they go inches from the wall. And now they're going to fly into Sector 2, where these drivers will be on the brakes as Leclerc leads away from Jensen, and Beast Tass is just there with him. And let's have a look at the two Alpha boys. Fruitful and Warby got a very good start at the moment. The two Alpha cars are doing really well. So let's see what else got thrown down the field. We've got F1 Dobby doing all he can at the moment in that Williams. And see if he can hold on to his championship. Side-by-side action between Lazard and Sanchez. Side by side they go into the hairpin. We got Melima down the inside as well. It's going to be a little scrap in between these lots. Melima gets squeezed onto the grass there. Sanchez not giving any leeway. Sanchez side by side with Lazard there into the wall of championship chicane, and Lazard Sanchez gets a little bit deep there. Sanchez now under pressure from Leclerc. No, not Leclerc. Melima gets past him.
I think going up inside of Melima. He tries to anyway, but
and
then
he's down under pressure from Nazareth. And Nazareth now having a little look. Now he's looking down the inside of Melima. Side by side they go. Through they go to the chicane. And they've got, I think that was Cones, I think, going into almost at the wall. Big scrap here between Samad and Cones side by side. You got Knowsley in this little scrap. Now Cones having a little look at Samad. Mercedes versus Ferrari, but now they all fall into line. And now Mansell, let the train begin here in GP1.
Now he can breathe, but not yet. We have more action. Cones is now going up the inside of Samad, and they're doing touch a little bit, but I think they kept it clean, and Samad does keep the position to 213, but now they're on the back of Conrad. Conrad is now under pressure from Samad. Samad will try and defend his position. I think he has defended it, and now Cones is trying to get past Samad as soon as he can, but that's not going to happen, and Knowsley behind him as well. Behind him as well.
This is what GP1 is all about. It's such close racing all the time here. It's unreal.
Oh, it is, yeah.
And you're a part of it. So, I think the drivers are sort of starting to settle down now. The lead is only about under a second between Leclerc and Jensen. So these guys are literally pushing all their might here throughout Canada. Look at this. Look at all these gaps nearly around a second. Let's have a check down at Fruitful. He's having another look at Warbeck, his teammates. Mansell's going to keep an eye on other battles as they form up. And we'll try and broadcast as soon as we can.
Yeah.
As the Alphas line as stern. This is good. This is a good situation for Alpha Romeo, Mansell, because having a teammate there, they now can actually communicate and see what happens next.
Yeah, it's always good to have your teammate. Sorry, but we've got Samad trying to go to the inside of Conrad, but Conrad seems to be using the DRS. DRS is activated already.
No, I wouldn't say so.
I didn't even know that.
And that looks like, yeah, reached to lap 4. But it's been so much action, we actually didn't notice the DRS is now activated.
Conrad on Nazareth. control.
And look at that,
around
side by side, they go into turn 1. Nice move there from Nazareth. And now he's showing the potential that he's capable of. Samad on the back of this little train. Little kiss to the wall there by Samad. Round they go into this left chicane. Cutting the corner very aggressively. This lot, Leclerc leads by 1.3 seconds ahead of Jensen and Beast Hat. Very good stuff here from the Red Bull driver as Samad looking to get past Conrad. Nazareth leads this group of cars. It's looking very tight down at the lower end of the field. Riding on board with Samad here. See what he can do with Conrad and Nazareth. Samad taking a very good line there, trying to get a good exit out of the other hairpin. He went wide at first and cuts back in to see if he can get a better exit. Looks like he's working out for him. He's now looking at Conrad side by side with him, wheel to wheel, and he's looking to go past him but in the chicane. Conrad defends well. Good defending from Conrad there.
Very good defending. We've already got Lazard in the pits. I think he's trying to do my strategy, you know. Without the safety car.
He's doing the Mansell strategy. And look at Samad gets a run. Samad gets a run on Conrad. Around the outside into the chicane. Great move from Samad.
And as Melema gets the first penalty of the day as well.
So Samad making the move. Now he needs to try and catch down Nazareth. Melema's all over the back of Sanchevitz. Let's have a look at him. Trying to close.
Hats off, it's Conrad. Conrad's crashed into the wall. He's lost his front wing.
Let's just have a look at him. Yeah, Conrad in the Haas. Get a Rubac Grosjean, unfortunately.
He got it all wrong at the chicane. He had to cut the chicane, and it looks. I think the car just bounced, and the car just didn't like it. And just had to spin
Let's
out.
have a look at Knowsley. Knowsley on the back of Cones now. 2 tenths behind him. So Cones is going. Get under pressure from Knowsley, and he hit the back of him, and he's gone into the wall, and it retires him. Oh, and Lost Souls is out in front of him. Lost Souls has spun in front of him. Safety car is out. Safety car is out, and we are under safety car rules. A bit of a breather for the soft runners there.
Yeah. Obviously, the safety car came out at the wrong point for the soft runners. They came out literally when they just passed the pit exit, so I reckon they would have came in if the safety car came out earlier. But we might see them still pit this lap, we will see. As Cones goes on to the hards, and Conrad onto new minis.
How is Conrad still driving after that? That Mercedes is a tough old bird, jeez.
I didn't see the incident because I did see Lost Souls make a mistake as well, and he's got to go. Lost Souls, he's still hasn't got a front wing, and he missed the pit entrance, so he's going to have to do a whole lap without front wing and
he span on the main straight. So let's have a look what Leclerc's going to do. Leclerc's coming in. What's Beastas going to do? He's coming in.
I think all these soft runners will come in.
Yeah, the Alphas. What the Alphas are going to do? The Alphas are double stacking. This is a bit of a. I can understand. Oh, Melema's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, so bad luck for Melema. Very difficult pit lane, isn't it, Mansell, down in here in Canada?
Yeah, especially if you've got someone in front of you staying out, because they'll break a lot earlier for the chicane, and if you go into the pits, you can break later to the pits. So it's a very difficult entrance when you've got someone in front of you.
Excuse me, yawn. So we got Beastas switching onto the hards. Now, we learned in GP2, Mansell, that the hard tyres don't really perform round here in Canada. Is it a wise move going to the hards?
Possibly. It depends what kind of grip you can get on the hards. I reckon the hards could go to... I think the hards will get to the end. So we've got Beast, Nazareth, and Cones. Look like they're all going to the end.
So Samad leads. From Game Boys from Leclerc. Leclerc is in third after his pit stop. So real good start there for Leclerc there. He's in a good position for another good race here today.
Yeah, he's shown absolute dominance in Baku, and I think we're going to get the same again today.
Because yeah, you're right. Because Beast Tass is on the hard. He's gonna hold the Warbeek, Dobby,
Yeah.
Melema. I think, so yeah, if Leclerc can play his cards right here, we're in for another Leclerc dominant show. Let's just say the least.
Yeah. I reckon now Game Boy and Samad might be worried because they realise that everyone's coming to the pits except them. So
Yeah, that is
I wonder
true.
what they're feeling right now.
Took advantage of the safety car.
Yeah. I mean, all these runners should have gone into the pits, and they've all have in the safety car, apart from Game Boys and Samad. So very unlucky for them in a way. I don't know what kind of strategy they're going to try and go for now. Maybe they're probably going to try one stop now after they know that everyone's stopped and they've made the wrong call.
So, after lap 8 under the safety car, after nosely hitting the back of cones on lap number 6, I believe, Samad leads from Game Boys, who haven't stopped yet. Leclerc and all these guys have stopped. Leclerc has stopped. Beast has. Warby, Dobby, Malama, Jensen, Lazard, Fruitful, Sanchevitz, Nazareth, Conrad, Cones, Lost Souls, and Nosley. It's going to be a good restart, would you say, Mansell, with all these strategies going on here?
Yeah, so safety car in this lap. Watching Samad now. Obviously, he's now the, let's say, safety car for this bit now.
Look
really
how slow he's going, wow.
Yeah.
So it looks like Samad is going to play a real good trick here to see when he's going to bolt off at the latest time possible.
Yeah. The question is now, when is he going to go?
That is the best question. When is that Ferrari driver going to go?
And off he goes, he's gone.
So he's gone off.
Game Boys has kept with him.
Game Boys has read him.
Game Boys.
And look at Leclerc. Look at Leclerc. He's on the back of Game Boys Leclerc. No, he's playing safe right now as all the cars stream through towards turn number 1. And look at, and that's Conrad retired in the pits. So, unlucky there for Conrad, but look at Leclerc. He's all over the back of that Williams. Now going towards the left-hander. He's got the inside line. Side by side they go. It's wheel to wheel, banging wheels, and they made contact. Game Boys made contact with Leclerc.
Oh, unlucky.
Racing is, I would say.
Yeah.
Warbeek gets past Beast Task there. Really good left for Warbeek. Makes light work of the Mercedes. And this is where the hard tires are going to have his struggle points. But late in the race, you never know. Those hard tires will actually play dividends. So look at Fruitful and Jensen, Fruitful and Lazard. Fruitful's just gone past Lazard into the 8th place position. And looking at the Ferrari there, Melleman always hitting the wall there. Very close, that is. Let's have a look at Jensen. Jensen, I'm going to look at the Ferrari and Mellema as they launch off the Wall of Champions chicane. And look at Jensen, one of the most consistent drivers here in GP1. And now he's having a little look at Mellema. And we got Fruitful sneaky behind him as well. This is a bit of cat and mouse, this. Samantha, if you were in the middle of this field, which actually you were in the middle of this field, what would be you thinking right now? Do you have to stay within the river of the circuit?
Yeah, what I did, I just took my time. Obviously, I just tried to get the drivers under pressure, the drivers in front of me under pressure.
Chase for the lead. We got Leclerc and Sama side by side into there, but Leclerc gets the inside line, and through he goes. Leclerc's into the lead. Sorry about that, Mansell.
Yeah, it's a good overtake for Leclerc there, but I think Sama's going to come back.
I think Sama's not happy with that, isn't he? He wants to have a little back at Leclerc, but the fresher tyres of Leclerc is too much for him.
Now Warbeak's on the back of him. Warbeak wants to get past here now. I think he's going to do it. Go around inside, inside.
Oh, I thought he was going to hit Leclerc for a second. Wow.
Good move for Warbeak there, up to P2.
Lost Souls takes down Cones into 12th place, so Cones takes past him. What's happening to Cones actually? He's falling down the order. Has he made a mistake? Has he made contact with Nosey? Because they were ghosted for a second. I just caught the end of it, but it looks like these two are having a best. These two are not leaving each other alone, wouldn't they? Let's say in the least. Looks like Nosey and Cones still not forgotten their last incident in this race. Let's go back to Fruitful in the midfield fight with Jensen. So you were saying, man, so you had to try to keep the opposite man under pressure in GP1 the best you can.
Yeah, you just need to keep with them as best you can. Obviously, you want to try and make those drivers in front mistakes to the maximum. Literally, you just want to go up the field as much as you can, really. Keep them under pressure and all that. Very difficult to do, but yeah.
We've got F1 Dobby going towards Beast Haas. Dobby trying to get past Beast Haas as soon as possible because he wants that medium tyre strategy to work in his favour, but it's not working out for him because the Ferrari at MSA Samad, as you can see, he is pulling away slowly from Beast Haas, and Beast Haas slowly falling behind here of MSA Samad. Actually, I say that now, but look at Beast Haas here, Mansell's keeping up with these medium time runners as they are. So really good work here from Beast Haas, even though he's on 5 lap or hard. It's fair play to him.
Yeah, I reckon he will be going to the end here. If you're on a hard, you want to try and keep with the medium runners as much as possible until their tyres are falling off the cliff, in a way.
Look at Jensen. Jensen having a little look at Melema, trying a little switchback move, trying to get a good drive out there. That's a great camera shot around the hairpin, isn't it? Now the drivers are now slingshotting towards. Let's have a look at Beast Haas because he's looking at the move of the Ferrari. Let's see what the Merc can do. Having a little look down the inside. No, he's going to play it safe for now. Almost in the back of Saman there. Very good work from Beast Haas controlling the brakes of the Mercedes. But now look at Beast Haas now looking down the inside of Saman into turn 1. Gets the inside line and through he goes into P3. So
look at this battle. This is going all the way down to 10th place at Santrovic.
Fruitful still looking at Jensen then. He still hasn't got past the racing point, but look at the racing points now. Look at Jensen's defending. Beautiful defending from Jensen. He's leaving the car a little bit open there. Let's see if Fruitful can actually have a little sneaky look at him. Saman's going backwards.
Two teammates of the Ferraris look like they've swapped positions.
Good move for Ferrari. Very good move for Ferrari, man, because Saman knows that Melema's on a much better strategy than he is.
Yeah, obviously he's on 6
and Jensen side by side with Dominic into the hairpin. Side by side they go, and look at Fruitful and Lazard side by side. 2 and 2 for the hairpin. Superb. And they're still side by side. Jensen slots in behind the Williams. And look at these two still side by side between Fruitful and Lazard. You can't get in between them. As Dobby still sticks out and still side by side between Lazard and Fruitful, and they keep behind. They kept it clean. Unbelievable stuff. Now let's have a look at Dobby. This have a look down the inside of Saman. Now good into the turn 1. Into the turn 1 corner, and they stay behind each other. But wow, man, so this midfield fight's getting really crazy.
Take a breath, Oliver. Jeez.
You can't catch a breath here at GP1. I say that for a fact.
So obviously leading this group at the moment is Beast Haas. He's trying to do everything to keep these guys behind. Obviously on 7 lap old hards at the moment. With Samad also trying to keep these guys behind to let Melema trying to make a gap as well. So
looks like he's caught Beast Haas. But this is what we're looking at right now, is this massive midfield scrap over from P5 down to P10. It's a good 5 car scrap this. Let's have a look at F1 Dobby because he's having a little look at Samad as Melema gets past Beast. Yeah, so Melema has gone past Beast Haas. But look at Dobby as we go right on board with the Williams driver. Let's see his point of view is on the back of Samad. Now gets the RSO with the other team mode on. Rich Mix on it and activated. And he's covered. And look at that. doesn't go for the move there. So Dobby playing it safe at the moment.
So he is, yeah. What else could I say? He's playing it safe.
So playing it safe. Samad gets the penalty. I think what Dobby wants to do is, I think it's damage limitation and seeing what the best move is right for him to go to make that attack.
Yeah, the last thing you want is once you've overtaken them, you don't want them to be right behind you. Otherwise, you're going to get that's going to interrupt you trying to go forwards, and that's why I had problems with it in yesterday's race.
So right now, these cars all fighting for positions. So as they go towards the hairpin, as Fruitful has a little look at Jensen down the inside. Oh, Fruitful looks like, but Dobby looks like he's got a good drive coming out of the hairpin. Now they're all got the DRS activated. Let's see if Dobby can get Samad this time. Looks like yes, but the ERS is fading. So it's all down to the DRS. The DRS is this. We can get past him, and he gets the move done.
Very
Lovely
good.
move. And let's see what Jensen can do. Jensen down the inside of Samad, side by side they go, and Fruitful's just having a little look at the Ferrari. He's losing positions here, he's falling like a stone, and Fruitful's shoving Samad towards the grass, still side by side they go. And Lazard having a little look, and Fruitful gets the position done. Unbelievable racing here in Canada.
Wow, Samad just lost about 3 positions in about 4 corners. So
those tyres
really
are done for, let's say in the least.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at Lazard. It's his turn to take down Samad. And he has a little look in there. Almost into the wall there is Samad. Very, very close to hitting that wall on the outside towards the chicane. And look at that, Lazard squeezing through on Samad. Almost having 2 wheels on the grass. But very, very good move there for Lazard. But he's looking at Samad's trying a little switchback move, but the grip on the medium tyres was too much for Samad to cope. But Samad, though, is not having none of it, though. He's using the DRS to his advantage. But looks like Lazard has covered him off.
We've got a battle between Nazareth and Knowsley. Knowsley does get past Knowsley to P11.
Look at Nazareth giving Knowsley an almighty shove. And look at Nazareth on his GP1 debut, giving Knowsley all he's got. These two were in the Reserves Championship, and these two are fighting now in GP1. Look at Knowsley trying a little switchback move, but looks like Nazareth has covered him off. Wow, we need to catch a breath. But we can't, because look at Sanchevitz. Sanchevitz down the outside, and he gets Samad. So Samad was, where was Samad at the time? P1, now it's in P10.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I think I don't know what his strategy is going to be, because he would go on to a new set of medials, but he hasn't done the 2 optimal tyres that you need to do. So he's going to have to go on to hards, I reckon. Hards or softs.
We'll have to wait and see. So Jensen on the back of Dobby. Fruitful gets his penalty.
Oh, there's someone in the wall.
That
Sanchevitz.
is Sanchevitz into the wall. I did see a bit of AlphaTauri. Ah, dear.
They're both in the pits now.
So Sam are finally into the pit after a good 16-lap stint on the medium tyres.
It looks like them two made contact through the final chicane, and they both got front wing damage, unfortunately.
Jean-Paul Leclerc leads by 0.6 of a second ahead of Warbeek at the moment. And look at the gap they're pulling out compared to Malama.
Yeah, great job for Warbeek, able to keep with Leclerc, because we all know that Leclerc is a really good driver now. And Warbeek's doing everything he can to stay with
it looks like the Leclerc of old, in it, Mansell, in it, because last season he was absolutely flying, and now this season he's dropped off the bit, but look at him now. It looks like he's come back to his old ways.
Oh yeah, I mean I haven't watched last season's GP1 division, so I don't really know what happened. But I could tell Leclerc was quick last season.
So, on to lap 19 out of 35. Dobby and Jensen, 0.5 of a second between the two. We've got Lazard all over the back of Fruitful. Let's have a look at this little scrap. Lazard and Fruitful, they were side by side most of the time. Couldn't even leave each other alone. They still can't leave each other alone. Lazard now through this right hander. Let's go on board with Lazard and see what his point of view is. Let's see what he's thinking underneath that Renault cockpit of his. Let's see what he's looking to mine out Fruitful. So if right now I'm looking for Lazard's position, that's Nazareth is out. Nazareth on his GP1 debut is out of this race. Unlucky there for Nazareth.
So what happened there then? A very awkward position. Did he retire? I reckon he's retired on track.
That's a very weird place to crash up because that is the corner after the right-hander.
Looked like he just retired out on track.
So it looks like so Leclerc's taking advantage of this, so I don't see why not. He's going onto another set of mediums, so he's definitely going to the end of this race. Warbeat onto another set of mediums, he's going to the end. Melema is taking a 5-second penalty for his misdemeanor in the pit lane, so he'll get another set of boots on. Nicely done. Where would Melema fall out in front of this lot? And look at this, Melema's been jumped by Jensen and looks like Dobby. So Melema's loses 2 places in the stops there. Knowsley has gone to the soft tyres, Mansell, and Dobby's gone to the hards.
Okay, so those soft tyres, I don't think we've had anyone this week yet to do 15 laps on soft tyres. So see where it will finish after this race.
Very interesting stuff here today in GP1. If you want to like and subscribe and share the video out to all your friends and family, please do so. And see all the great content that Mansell's been enjoying on this channel, by far say the least. See GP1 in the past.
Yeah, I'm in GP3 now from last season.
So yeah, are you enjoying our old content there, Mansell?
Well, yeah, I rather have. I've just finished GP4. I'm now on GP3.
Very good stuff to see. So Jensen giving W a bit of a look there during the safety car. So Beast has stayed out on 13-lap old hard tyres. That is going to be a bit of a worry.
Yes, in a way, but I know he can go to the end because obviously the mediums can easily do, well, not easily, but they can do about 24 laps. So I reckon these hards can last for at least 30 laps. I reckon. But
then do you remember Samad though? He was on 50 lap when he done 15 lap with his medium tyres. He literally dropped.
Beast will be defending for his life now to try and keep that position. I think he knows he won't be finishing P1, but he's just going to see what he can do from here now.
And what do you mean by defending it for his life? You know that's a very fast Leclerc behind it, don't you?
He knows that. I think he won't be he might be battling with him, but he might not. Because he knows that Leclerc's quick, but it's the P1 as well. So I reckon for any position now, he won't be letting him through easily. He will be defending for his life.
If you want to join us on SFR, if you want to join our league, then please do so. Find us on Grid Finder. Just type in the word Grid Finder, then type in the days you want, the time you want, then you might find us, and then you just join. It is simple as that, and you'll be welcomed to SFR by our admins and the whole SFR community. I mean, the SFR community, man, so you've been here for 2.5 months now, nearly 3 months now, and you feel welcome at home here.
Oh, straight away, that first day, obviously we don't really know, well, let's go back onto this first because Beast is about to get us underway. Yeah,
so Beast has, it's about to kick off the final 14 laps here in Canada. It's been a magnificent race so far, but we're not done yet as Beast Tass flies off into the distance. But look at Leclerc. He is not letting go of Beast Tass, not by a moment or two. As look at this, the cars is flying across Jensen and Dobby. Jensen goes onto the grass as Dobby defends for his absolute
Jensen's
life.
lost
And look at this. Oh, Jensen's lost connection. No. Let's see if you can get. Do you think you can get Jensen back in, Mansell?
I'll try to, yes.
While you do that, let's have a look at Fruitful and Melima. These lot are fighting as well. Lazard, Volby, and Dobby are all fighting it out. Let's see what this lot can do. Leclerc is still stuck behind Beast Tass, but this is the fight we're looking at the moment. Right now, it's all or nothing for these lot of drivers. Warbeek flies through with Dobby right in front of him. As we got Nosley all over the back of him. Beast Tass has been lagged out, so that's going to give Leclerc an easy pass on Beast Tass. And now Warbeek is looking on the back of F1 Dobby. F1 Dobby and Warbeek looking all over each other. Now they're going to get an absolute almighty slipstream from each other. And we got Dobby getting past the lagged out Beast Tass. Very big shame for him. As we got Dobby now flies through into chicane. Warbeek chases after him as they complete lap 22. Into lap 22, yeah, and then go into lap 23 as Melima and Fruitful very close to each other. And right now it's doing all they can here in GP1, doing all they can here to give us a good show. And look where they are right now. Melima trying to catch down Fruitful. Fruitful still holds on though, giving that Alfa Romeo everything he has got in that car, and he's doing an absolute proud job of it as Fruitful trying to close in slowly on Lazard. Lazard doing a very good job of sticking hold of Warbeek. As Warbeek is getting really close to F1 Dobby. F1 Dobby now, and Warbeek first and second and third. As Warbeek goes down the inside, wheel to wheel. A bit of a bad camera angle there. Let's have a look at F1 Dobby's perspective. He's been passed by Warbeek. Those hard tyres are not paying dividends for him as Lazard now goes down the inside, and they're going wheel to wheel. Those hard tyres looks like Dobby's trying to play the long game rather than the short game. Lazard now down the inside, almost collecting the Alfa Romeo of Warbeek, and now Fruitful's now on the back of F1 Dobby. Dobby's falling like a stone here. He's not getting any grip or heat in the tyres as now Fruitful gets past Dobby, and now it's Melima's turn to take down F1 Dobby in the Williams. Melima is trying to he's thinking of a way. He's thinking of a way to get past F1 Dobby. F1 Dobby's got a very poor exit. Now here comes Melima down the inside of F1 Dobby, squeezing that Williams, and now he is through. And now Nosley is next. Nosley is next to take on Dobby.
Dobby is not having a good time. He is not enjoying it at all.
I mean, it was a good idea for Dobby. Is he still playing that long game? I wonder. But those medium tyres, they can't get to the end though.
Yeah, they can. I reckon he ran out of medium tyres, and there goes Nosley.
And Nosley is going to make light work of this. Still side by side with F1 Dobby. F1 Dobby still side by side. Look at Sanchez standing down the inside as well. He's got, look at that.
Wow.
Dobby lost two positions. Sanchez made.
Well done, Sanchez. And now Samad has overtaken Dobby.
Dobby was all the way up there in P number 2 or P3, whatever it's called, and now he's in P9.
He's not having a great time on those hards. He's just lost about 6 positions in a lap.
And look at Leclerc, 2.5 seconds ahead of Warbeek. This guy's in a class of his own.
Yep, just looking at the penalties now, Warbeek's got an 8-second penalty compared to Leclerc's 3 seconds.
That's true. Let's have a look at the penalties actually. Very good call. So yeah, so Leclerc could just chill. Most likely of things, he could just chill away. 3 seconds to 8 seconds. Yeah, Nick, he could just chill out there. He's not worried about anything. He could just chill. Cup of coffee with rich tea biscuits. He could just chill. Nothing to worry about.
I'm sure he will still want to make a gap just in case anything happens.
I know what he's going to do. He's going to make a gap, then he's going to do a little donut to the end. Probably 2 donuts in the week. Is it because there were chocolate sprinkles?
I don't think I'll have time to do that today.
Oh.
We had a late safety car, so I don't think we'll have time to do that today, unfortunately.
Well, that's good. Look at Fruitful, still on the back of Lazard, but Lazard is going to be an issue here because he is in between an Alfa Romeo sandwich. Excuse me.
Yeah, so I wonder what Alfa Romeo's plan is now. Now, there's one lone Renault is in an Alfa Romeo sandwich.
Looks like a straw. It's just like somewhat of a straw. But look at this. Lazard's not having a good time now. We can sit running on his onboard, looking behind his car, and now look, it's locked up, and this will give Fruitful an almighty opportunity to give another little sneaky move. Lazard trying to squeeze him out, but look at Fruitful doing all he can to get past him. Alfa Romeo could be 2 and 3, and they are, as Fruitful gets into 3rd, and he will take the Alfa Romeo team into 3rd place, and with Warbeing in 2nd, this has turned into a great day into Alfa Romeo's hands.
Oh, what a race so far! Really close battle in the top 10.
It's just one of those races, man. It's like, I'm going to bed early today. Let GP1 warm me out even more.
It's one of them. But well, we know what GP1 is like. They're always close racing like this.
Let's have a look at MSA Samad. Because it looks like the soft tires are not having it now, as Samad is all over Sanchez' AlphaTauri. Samad looking close. Let's have a look at the traction Sanchez. Yep, looks like Sanchez's tyres are gone. He doesn't have the grip or purchase now. Looks like the soft tyres have had it.
Yep, think about they can only last about 8 laps, I reckon, but we will see if they can get to the end.
Look at Samad getting closer and closer. DRS and Neo is activated now. He looks like he's got to wait even more to get past Sanchez. Sanchez as well is having a little scrap with Nosley, so Nosley struggling, Sanchez struggling. It's looking a good day for Red Bull's Jeffo Leclerc for his 2nd win in the row. 2nd win in the bag as well. Is there a good run of form coming to Leclerc, possibly, Mansell?
Could do, but if 2 Alfa Romeos are communicating, they might swap positions, and they might let Fruitful to go for Leclerc, just because Fruitful and Leclerc are on the same amount of penalties. That's
true. Very good point there. I'm sure there's the Dutch drivers, the Dutch Alfa Romeo team, see what they can. Right now they're conferring right now. They see what they are planning. We'll have to wait and see. But in the wise instance of Mansell here, if you was Ewan Morris, you would have been saying right now, can you let me pass? I got lesser penalties than you. Look at Lazard. But there's another problem as well. Lazard is not letting through for side. These two have been battling all day, Mansell.
Oh, they really had. It's been battling up and down the field today. Hard racing, it really has.
Lazard, Fruitful for battle for 3rd. 0.3 of a second between the two. So right now Fruitful's defending for all his life here to keep Lazard behind, because he wants this podium. He wants Alfa Romeo to be a double Alfa Romeo day, with Warbeing in 2nd and Fruitful in 3rd. But mind you, I don't think Warbeing can be on the podium, can he be, Mansell, because of the amount of penalties he's got?
Not at the moment, no. By the looks of it, it'll be falling right down the order to like P6, P7 at the moment.
Ouch. Talk about ouch.
I'm saying that Mellema and Nosley have got 6-second penalties, so we might. Oh, Fruitful gets us another penalty. 6 seconds now. So I think the team orders might have changed by now.
A good little team. Samag does get past Nosley is in the pits for another set of soft tyres. Looks like they used as well. Looks like they used softs that he did in qualifying.
So obviously he knew that he couldn't get to the end on those soft tyres, so he's had to come in for a new set. That will, for the constructors wise, that will be good news for the Alfa Romeo boys.
And it just... So if Lazard wants to get past Fruitful, does he need to get past Fruitful now because of the penalty situation, or is he still going to attack him?
Well, if I was Fruitful, I would be like right at the back, literally blocking Lazard just to get Warbeek ahead, just because of that penalty, to try and keep him on the podium. But obviously Fruitful's got that 6-second penalty as well, so it doesn't really help him either. So they might be just pushing now to see what they can do from here.
So right now, as you can see on the penalty screen, Lazard is ahead on penalties. He will be jumping Fruitful and possibly Warbeek. That's the target. Leclerc is safe just because of the penalty factor, and he is ahead. It's 1.7 now between Leclerc and Warbeek, but Leclerc's not really that fussed, isn't he, Mansell? Because he knows he's going to win this race.
If he doesn't get another penalty, another 2 penalties, which I don't think he will now, he will definitely get the win today. Again, a very good performance from Leclerc, but the race hasn't ended yet.
True.
Anything can still happen.
So Lazard trying to get a good traction out of this corner. Trying to close in on Fruitful. 5 tenths of a second. Looks like Fruitful's getting good traction out of that hairpin and giving some enough leeway on down this back straight. Yeah,
Lazard is trying everything to try and get past Fruitful for that last place on the podium.
Fruitful's traction zones have been pretty much on point. Lazard's trying, but looks like Fruitful's got him down in the traction zones. That's going to be even more crucial in his part of defending.
Yeah, obviously if you get more traction, the more grip are on the tyres, and
Sam has crashed. Sam has crashed on the exit of looks like to be turn 2 on the entry of turn 3. Is that a BSC or a safety car?
Safety car.
We got a safety car.
Racing line.
We got a safety car here in Canada. We're in for a finale finish.
Wow.
Oh no, man! So our voices are going to be destroyed.
I thought at this point there's no more safety cars, because obviously the game logistics, they don't like bringing safety cars really late out in the race, but we've got one.
Looks like we're in for a final stand finale. What's Leclerc going to do? He's going to stay out, obviously. Yeah, he's got to stay out.
I think all these drivers will be staying out, because I think it would be safety car will be coming straight back in this lap.
Yeah, it will be a bit silly if it was like literally at this point going to go onto these soft tyres and then losing track position.
Because Masters Logistics, it will be most likely to be in this lap, the safety car. So I'm not expecting anyone to come into the pit. Whereas we have had Dobby and Jensen and Cones all in.
Oh, so they are coming in. So some of them are. Some of them have gone to that. Someone's actually risked their track position to get possibly the fastest lap, maybe. You never know.
Yeah, I reckon that's what they've gone in for the fastest lap.
Smart move for Dobby, to be fair, because he is leading the championship, but he wants every point matter, don't he?
Yeah. Every point means a lot in the championship.
Let's have a look here. Lap 33 out of 35. Technically 3 laps to go because counting the last lap. So 3 laps to go here in Canada.
Should be in.
Yes, it is. Yes. So the guys have stopped. So the guys who have stopped, they had to get around this track as fast as they can to get any chance to get closer to this field. Gabe Boys is 13 seconds behind Jensen. Jensen has caught the back of this field, which is wise from him. Gabe Boys is still trying to catch up to this pack. So right now, Leclerc's holding him up as long as he can. Sanchevitz on 12 out lap hold Sauce Mansell. He's going to be struggling out there.
Yeah, yes, he will be, and I think Dobby will be happy because he has actually had meeting up to this pack.
And there we go. We have launched. Lazard has got a penalty for a collision with Fruitful. Fruitful goes into the wall, and now we're off once more. Now to the final 2 laps of this race. Let's see what these drivers are very much capable of. Let's go down to the midfield with Knowsley. Knowsley on the back of a 12-lap old, worn-out, tired Sanchevitz. He's all over the place, trying to find any grip possible, but Knowsley is not letting him have it. Knowsley is all over him and trying to get down the inside and almost made contact with the right end plane on Knowsley. Knowsley is not having none of it. Knowsley thinking Knowsley all. Knowsley do, Knowsley don't. But look at Game Boys and Jensen, they're side by side. They're going for the chicane right now. They got Knowsley almost side by side with Sanchevitz there. But now we go towards the hairpin turn. This is where the traction is so crucial. And Jensen goes down the inside. Now it's gone down the inside on Knowsley. He's trying to go for the double move. Sanchevitz gets a little bit squirrely on the exit. Now loses position. Jensen made 3 positions in 1 corner. Wow, unbelievable that was for Jensen. Side by side, almost 3 wide going into the chicane. This is unbelievable. Right through the chicane, right through. Now they've hit to the exit. This is unbelievable stuff. Fruitful on the back of Lazard. I can't even breathe. During this whole race. It's unreal right now. Beastas has been last because of his lag down personas. So Fruitful now needs to try and get past Lazard here. I am literally out of breath here. I can't talk anymore. Dobby is doing all he can to get a fast lap on the race here. Leclerc is going through the exit on the chicane right now. We'll all have to go to him for a second to watch him win the race. But right now, we're looking at F1 Dobby and Sanchevitz almost touching touching end to nose there towards the hairpin now. This is Dobby's last chance now to get past Sanchevitz. And look at this, Mansell. Don't forget, Dobby has got no penalties for all of this. It's been unbelievable for Dobby so far.
Yeah. So Sanchevitz 11 seconds, Jensen 5 seconds, Melema 6 seconds, Fruitful 6 seconds.
Let's go to the race leader. That is GFO Leclerc. He has been absolutely dominant all race, and GFO Leclerc will get his 2nd win of the season by a country mile. And Alfa Romeo do get the double podium. F1 Dobby does ruin it.
Oh,
you have got to be kidding me. F1 Dobby snatches it. You've got to be kidding! What? Did we just saw? Unbelievable! F1 Tommy gets another podium!
How the hell did he do that?
I'm lost for words. I am lost for words!
How did F1 Dobby do that?
F1 Dobby.
Like you said, if you're penalty free, you're going to be up there, but that
we didn't know
was a
that.
big jump.
Wow.
Big jump from Dobby.
F1 Dobby.
P2.
F1 Dobby, take a bow. That was unreal.
I'm pretty sure he must be shocked as well.
He's left the session because of it.
I don't think he was expecting to be that far up the grid after.
Goodness, you got a sore throat, bless you. So Leclerc gets his 2nd win of the season in 2 weeks as we go into France. 1st place for him, Leclerc 2nd, Fruitful 3rd, Warbeek 4th, Alfa Romeo, they're going to be happy with that. Melema will get 5th, Jensen 6th, Dobby 7th, Game Boys 8th, Sanchevitz 9th, Knowsley in 10th, Beastas 11th, Cones in P12, Samad 13th, Nazareth in 14th, Los Sols 15th, and Conrad in P16th place.
Wow.
What a race, Mansell.
Yeah. Wow.
I am lost for words.
Let's try and find these drivers now. Invite them into the interview.
Apparently, Jensen is going to wants to be interviewed. Looks like Jensen's saying he's got P2 because he wants to get his penalty removed. So let's just check through. Discord. We'll have a look at the Red Bull there, Mansell.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at the Red Bull.
So shall we get Jetson in as well? Shall we?
We need to get let's get GFO Leclerc in. I think it's you had to invite him. You had to invite GFO Leclerc. If you go to the stream, if you go to the stream and if you go to you can find his name. You can find his name. Yeah, go to the stream. That's what I always do. Go to the stream. You can copy his name on there.
Turn it down. Yeah, okay.
So I'm gonna rest my voice for a bit. So you might hear just a little bit of silence. Because you might you got to understand that was one hard race to commentate on after so many battles that we had here in this Canadian Grand Prix. What a race that was! Battles up and down the field. It was so manic. We got so much more of this to go through the season. It's gonna be unbelievable. We're going to France this next week. The Reserves Championship will be kicking our race week there. They'll be previewing, of course, tomorrow. So that'll be live in SFR, of course. The Reserves Championship.
So we'll get four of the drivers in.
Yeah, get Jensen in as well. Get Jensen as well. So great day for Leclerc. Very good day for him. 2 wins in a row. What does that mean for his championship chances? We don't know. But Dobby gets another podium, possibly. We had to wait for the stewards to see what they say.
And why can't I find him on the search? I haven't typing his name in right. Oh no.
So we're just waiting on a few more. Leclerc is in the party. Very congratulations, Leclerc. Will be, yeah. So we're just. You can just chill out for a bit before we can speak to you, Leclerc.
Yeah. And then Jensen is the last one to get.
Yeah, get Jensen in.
Okay, so they're all added now, so it's up to them to join.
Yep. We got one of them in, which is GFO Leclerc. Bruv, another win. How do you feel?
Bro, I feel good.
Tell us the race, man.
Nice race. My qualifying is strong for the start race, and I am happy on my pace, and I think no easy win because somebody pushed me, one Alfa Romeo, but yes, nice race, get the win, I'm very happy for that.
I mean, that was a strong performance for you today, Leclerc. 2 wins in a row now. It's just you coming back into form.
Where?
Is this you coming back to your old self now, Mr. Leclerc, winning races again?
Me?
Yes.
I think so.
Are you feeling going towards France?
Yes, I'm feeling good.
He's feeling very good, he says. Very short and sweet. Jensen. Well, yes. You had a lot of fights, man. A lot of fights during that race. Are you okay now?
I'm a bit annoyed. Everything really happened that race. I forgot my setup in qualifying, so I was running basically an edited default setup.
What?
So I was, yeah. I know it sounds crazy, doesn't it? I was really understeery in the slow speed corners. I was a bit amazed I got a 7.6 in qualifying.
Yeah. And the fight itself. So yeah, the fight itself, gents. You had a big fight with Fruitful, Bullbeak, Lazard. Man, that was one hell of a fighting you did there. You looked like you had to push yourself to the limit there with the default setup.
Yeah, really hard that was. Of course, the first safety car, I think was it the first safety car restart? But or the second one it might be, but I got the jump on Dobby and Warbeek, and Warbeek's car started coming to the inside, and I was like forced right off. And as soon as I get past them both, I get disconnected from the lobby.
Oh, it was so, yeah. It was the second one. It was the second one that you got disconnected. It was the second one.
Yeah.
Mansell tried all he can to get you back in, man.
Yeah, I'll thank him very much for that. Otherwise, I wouldn't be scoring any points today.
No worries, man.
But I'm classifying that as a P2 anyway. To get a P2 from that, probably one of my best ever races. So. That's really happy.
You got France coming up. Looks like you look stronger on France in past seasons. So you're looking forward to go back to France again?
Yeah. Try to not ruin the strategy again.
Get your proper setup on this time.
Yeah. I think that's like the second time I've ever done that. So hopefully I'm not going to be consistent with that. But yeah.
I mean, the race is. Tell us the race from your point of view, from all the battles that you had. That it looked completely tough out there with all the slipstreaming, the DRS trades. How can you cope throughout all of that?
I don't know, man. I was really annoyed after the first safety car because I got held by the Alphas double stacking. I lost 3 positions from that alone. So it was not made easy for me. And I think the penultimate lap I made an overtake on Dobby on the inside of the hairpin. I got the Red Bull on exit and Sanchevitz lost it, so I got past him as well on the exit. And that was probably crucial to get P2 and to also beat Dobby.
You sound out of breath, and I'm not surprised.
I am, yeah.
So you could chill down tomorrow, watching the F1 testing tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that'd be interesting, I guess.
I'll be watching it. Mansell and I will be going. Mansell's planning to go to bed straight after the stream. So, Mansell, is there anything you want to say from GP1 today?
Another chaotic race. Really good race today, as always. It is in GP1 now. Congrats, Leclerc, for your win again.
Thank you, mate.
No worries, man. And yeah, bring on France.
Bring on France, as the reserves championship will kick us off for France tomorrow. So join us tomorrow, 7:30 Friday, to see what the reserves will do in the French. Give us a preview of the French Grand Prix, and join us on Monday, 7:30, as we kick off our race week at the French Grand Prix at GP4. Thank you for watching, guys. This has been Speed Force Racing, and this is good night for now.